I'm live, so did you hear me? What up, everybody? See, we got 11 people in the building. Go ahead and smash that like button. Yeah, shouts out to the new wave. I see you. Yeah, I like ceramic spray wax. I actually like it. Um, there's a lot of good chemicals out there, good products out there. Um, I've been dibbling, dabbling, and trying out different stuff, and so far so good. Some I don't like so much, but everything has its purpose. But I'm not a guy that's going to just be all about chemicals and this and that. Like I don't get caught up in the hype. Yeah, I still do lawns. I do lawns. I just haven't been recording lawns much. Um, and lawn season just kind of started kicking off like last week and this week. And I've done a few lawns, but I just haven't had time to record because those lawns, the work I had to do was just so crazy that I just didn't even have time to record. Uh, Actually, I did some lawns yesterday. I did 2 lawns yesterday. No, matter of fact, no, I did 3 yesterday. I trimmed back some rose bushes today. I did I did some lawns last week, and I trimmed back some bushes. What, Monday? I've been busy, but I'm gonna start making. I'm gonna start back recording lawn care videos. Work smart, not hard. Kings Deluxe, I see you. George, I see you. Clean Works, what's going on? Clean right, cut right, I see you. Y'all get them likes up, man. Yep, I'm still running the X-Mark Metro, man. I'm ready. Yeah, for you guys that are
A live bookkeeper is helping customize QuickBooks for me.
Okay, you're all set up.
Thanks.
I've started my own
That was my business ski. This one's casual.
all right, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, guys, for you guys that don't know, I started my own New Wave Facebook group. It's New Wave by ANA. So just go to Facebook, go in the search engine in Facebook, just type in New Wave by ANA. Go ahead and request to join, and I'm accepting everybody that wants to join. Talking about pull behind trailer for my you talking about for my detailing? Appreciate that family enterprise detailing service. Appreciate that. Nah. I wanted to get an enclosed trailer at one point, and I almost bought one, but I started thinking about it I'm trying to lower costs. I'm trying to really downsize. I'm trying to fit as much as I can into one thing. You know, something like a box truck or a big van. I'm still working on it. That's why I haven't done anything yet. But like an enclosed trailer will be nice. But let's say you go to an apartment complex, like where are you gonna park a truck in a long enclosed trailer? You see, I want something big, but I want to be able to park in a parking space. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want it to be a hassle. Then finding somewhere to store it, storing it, or storing an enclosed trailer. My neighborhood, you can't keep trailers in your driveway. Well, you can, but you're going to keep it there for like a few days. It's not going to something that's going to be permanent sitting there. And then I don't want to be bagging that big trailer in my driveway every day. Over time that'll tear up your driveway. And I'm not trying to spend. I don't even know how much it costs to do a driveway. I'm not trying to spend that type of money. Nope. No, I should give me a canopy for anything for shading direct sun. No, I'm be out there. I just put on sunscreen and I'm out there. Yeah, it can be a pain. It's nice for you know, enclosed trailer. You may not have a problem all the time, but for me, like I don't want to buy something and add all these extra bills. You see what I'm saying? Like if I get an enclosed trailer, then that means I can put everything in my trailer, but then I'm gonna have to keep my trailer at a storage facility, which I'll be paying that every month, which I'm paying storage right now. Like what I'm trying to do is eliminate my storage fees. That's really what I'm trying to do right now. So I've been I've been thinking about that, So I really want to get one of those big vans, one of those tall roof vans. Now I've been thinking about that a lot lately. So I'm just trying to liquidate a few bills because I may have to finance me one. So if I can get rid of my storage unit, that's about $175 right there. Get rid of a few more bills, scrounge up a couple more dollars, and I can actually. Yeah, I've talked to Eric Jones. Yeah, he doesn't have a high roof van. It's a big van, but it's not a high roof. Because if I get a van, I want to put that 300-gallon tank in that van. I got a 330-gallon tank, and I wanted to be able to slide in there and still have room. Yeah, that that's what I've been thinking about lately. I've been thinking about it a lot, you know, because that way I can still put my what you call it, what's going on, Z Customs. I can still put my lawnmower in there, and it has a lot of room. I've seen one for sale not far from me, and I really want to get it, but me, I'm all about yeah, you're gonna need that big tank. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not, how I go. I don't, 100 gallons. So you gotta think about it. When I first started, I had a pressure washer that didn't put out a lot of gallons per minute. So I could put maybe 50 or 60, maybe 70 gallons of water and wash a lot of cars with that because it wasn't putting out a gallons per minute. Plus, it had a throttle where I could turn the pressure washer down and run it at half speed, and I'm really not wasting a lot of water. But when you start doing these dirty vehicles, or you want to do driveways, or you want to do houses, 100 gallons is not going to get it. So that's what I want to do eventually. I want to get that van where I can put that 300-gallon tank in there. Because trust me, it can be done if you plan it out carefully and think of everything before you make a move. Uh, it can be done. You can have it to where you have more than enough water, more than enough room, but not so big where it's just overwhelming. Derek Hickenbottom. No, I know a van will work. I don't have to rent a van to see if it work. I know it'll work. I've already looked at the measurements and been inside one and talked to people who have one. Like, I know it'll work. It's just that me, see, the way I just don't go and just jump and go get stuff, and I don't care what anybody says. I'm not gonna just jump and make a move and have myself in a bind. Like, I don't do that. Like, I got grown man bills. Like, I don't have just a cell phone bill and a card note and this. Like, I got bills, so I plan out everything carefully. Like, I'm not gonna go and just when I what I do is when I do something, I try to get rid of stuff before I move something else in. Just like I got a few things I need to sell to get out the way. So I'm not just gonna, it's just like if I got an old car sitting in the driveway and I want a new car, I'm gonna move that old car out the way. You get what I'm saying? And I'll just give you an example. If I want to buy a new car, I'm gonna get the old stuff out the way before I get a new one. I'm not gonna get a new one and the old one is sitting there in the way. Like, I just don't move that way. Yeah, them little small vans are dope too. Them NV 200s, they dope. Just like them Chevy Connects and those what I forgot what Ford calls theirs. Or was it a Ford Connect? I don't know. Yeah, it's been raining. It's been raining, but this week it's been pretty good. Like, it was supposed to, like last week, it was projected that it was gonna rain a lot this week, but it only rained like what, Monday night or Sunday night, and everything's been pretty all right. I did a full detail today. I did a full detail today, and I trimmed back some rose bushes. Yesterday I did a standard detail, and I did 3 lawns. Um, Ashton, what day was that you came out there and helped me with that remember that with that house that had all the mosquitoes?
Yesterday.
That wasn't yesterday.
Then it was Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. So Tuesday I did a standard on the GMC Arcadia, and I got some footage of that. Ashton came out there and helped me with that one. So I've been doing something every day. Um, but like, I do get a little anxiety when I feel like it's gonna rain. Like I hate that. Like when you see that you're gonna have all that rain and it just does something to me. But what I do is I just get on my computer. I just get on my computer and just start editing videos, or I'll figure something out. Like I'm not just gonna sit there and sit down and wait for the rain to stop. I'm gonna get something going. And then sometimes people still schedule, like, sometimes you have it rains, but it's like scattered showers. So, you know, it may not rain everywhere all at once. So depending on where your appointment is, you can still get something done. And then I had a day where it was supposed to rain that day, but it didn't rain at all. And then like the next day, we had like straight line winds that tore up some businesses around here. But but the day before that, I did 3 full details. So everything's been working out on my end. I'm pretty sure, everybody else, y'all be all right, because sometimes y'all be rocking out and then we got bad weather, or vice versa. I do driveways all the time, but when I do, I hook up to my customers' water because I have spot-free water in the rig. Right, but sometimes you gotta think about it. What if you get to a location and they want you to do something you don't have no, and they don't have nowhere where you can hook up. See, my thing is I want to have the best setup to where most situations I'm gonna be good. Like I can handle most situations. I want to have, because like you gotta think about it. I want to have the nice size van, nice size water tank. Make sure it's the 2500 or the 3500 where it can hold that weight. Well, I don't even think they make I don't know if they make a 3500, but I know they make a 2500 in those Nissan vans. Now I know Dodge and Chevy and Ford has a 3500, so Nissan may have one too. But getting off the point, but anyway, but I just wanted to where I can have something that's big, but it can still fit in a small area. You can put a big water tank in it. You know, it can fit you can fit a water tank, generator, everything, and a lawnmower in it. I could cut a lawn. I could cut a lawn, and then I could drive to another appointment and do a car, or I could do a car and a house. I mean, a house and a car. Hybel Engineering. I've been doing my business for about 9 years now. How's the detailing aspect scared of the virus? Man, I don't even think about that stuff, man. Like I hear it, I'm just cautious about it, but I'm not finna just get caught up in the hype. A lot of this stuff about this coronavirus, now there are some real cases out there I know it's some real stuff going on, but a lot of it is hype. It's getting too much media attention and people are talking about it way too much. Like I just be careful, make sure, but I think the coronavirus, I think that if you like in an enclosed area, like a hospital, an airplane, an airport, a bus, a train, that's the way you want to stay away from. But like, I feel safe. I don't feel like I'll be affected by it. So, but if I am affected by it, I start feeling sick, I'm going straight to the doctor. So it is what it is. But I'm not scared of that virus. Get them steamers ready. It's got a big V8 in it. Yeah, that'd be great because you ain't got to worry about you a big V8 3500. I mean, man, that'd be awesome. So that mean I ain't the type that like I said, I ain't the type to just go and just jump and go get something like immediately, man. Like I weigh my options, go over it, think it through. So I'm not so I ain't so quick to just jump in and get something all the time. Any advice for new detailers? Yeah. But any advice for new detailers, man? Be consistent. Stay consistent, man. That's the key, man, in any business, man. Stay consistent. Be consistent. Yeah, cause and to be honest with you guys, man, like when it comes to the detailing business, and I say it all the time, it's not rocket science and it's nothing special about it. Like, you know, people come up with these terms and these methods and these products and these chemicals and stuff to just make it seem that it's, maybe I'm not using the right terminology, but all I'm saying is it's simple. Don't make it difficult. It's very, very simple. Just basically, if it worked before, just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep updating it, keep updating it. It's gonna keep working. Me personally, for my business, I'm not doing nothing special. I'm using all the same strategies that all other businesses use and been using it for years. Um, so don't make this stuff so difficult. Life is already hard. There's no need to complicate it. I try to keep everything as simple as I can. Sporty's work with the box truck. Like what his tricks to get around with. Well, I mean, we was going to mostly we went to one business location, but everything else was residential. And the thing with him is that he had long hose reels, so he can park. He doesn't have to park next to the vehicle. Like he can park his truck at the end of the driveway, and he can still pull all of his stuff, like hoses and everything, all the way up to the car. Like, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, now I'm pretty sure if he goes into like a city, like a downtown area where, then, but he has other vehicles though. Sporty's has more than one detailing rig, like, but he likes that box truck because everything is in it. If y'all remember the video that we did a house. We did two full details in a house in one location, and he had that humongous water tank back there. He had enough water to do all of that. And matter of fact, before that appointment, we matter of fact that day we did two full details before we went to that appointment with the house when he did the house. So he was able with the water in his tank, he was able to do four full details in a house. So, and that's ideal. That's how I want to be. Like, I don't want to hook up to anybody's water, but I do. Like when I pressure wash houses or when I do driveways and stuff, I do hook up to people's water. But I want to get to the point where I don't have to do that because you may run across somebody who wants to negotiate pricing because you're using their water, and I don't want them to have nothing on me. I don't want them to have no leverage on me at all. So again, like I'm gonna get there. I'm just still figuring some things out, but I know that van is probably going to be my best bet because that way I can downsize. I can get rid of a lot of stuff that I don't need because I got a lot of stuff in my storage that I don't need. I can get rid of it, and put everything in a van, and I can bring my van home. You see? So now I can eliminate storage. That way I don't have to, when I get up, when I get up in the morning, I can just go straight to my van and go. You see what I'm saying? Like not having to go to the storage and go back and forth and do all this stuff. So this is how it is. What's going on, Angel? I see you. Shouts out to the new wave. I see you. I'm having a problem with putting quality over quantity. So it's kind of taking me a little bit more extra time than it should. Any advice? Well, you probably want to either go up on your prices or try to find your own niche. And what I mean by that is if you're trying to do quality work, then you're gonna want to go to like high end clientele to where you could do one or two a day and make a whole lot of money. Um, you got some people who charge $200, $245, $300 for interior details. You do two of those in one day. That's probably all you need. But you have to find that niche. But you won't get a lot of customers. But your one customer for you may be two or three customers for somebody else. Uh, that's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it is if if I'm understanding what you're saying quality over quantity. So are you, you know what, before I go into this, explain quality over quantity. What do you mean by that? You say it's taking you extra time than it should. So what that probably means is that you're doing extra work. You're giving the customer more than what the package that they chose. Is that what you're saying? Guys, if you haven't joined the New Wave on Facebook, go ahead and join now. It's my own New Wave group. It is New Wave by ANA. So go to the search engine on Facebook, type in New Wave by ANA. You're gonna see the New Wave logo. You're gonna see this logo right here. And right up in here is gonna have my logo ANA right there. So that lets you know you're at the right place. What's going on, Kurt? I see you from the Berg. What's Pittsburgh? What's going on, man? Oh, you better raise your prices, man. You better raise your prices. Raise your prices. Okay. MWH GMC. Okay, I see. So, see, let me tell you something, man. Like, I think I don't know if that was you or somebody else last week that kind of said something similar, but stop doing that. Like, this is a business. I give the customer. Well, I'm gonna say it this way. I'm just gonna do what the customer wants me to do. Now, at one point, I always want to do good work, and I will go above and beyond. But I bet you this has happened to you. I bet you that you went above and beyond, and they probably didn't even notice it or didn't care, and probably didn't even tip you. Some people don't love their cars like you love their cars. And so don't love their cars more than they do. Don't do it. I know it's hard to. A lot of us do that. I used to do that, but I stopped doing it. You're running a business. Now, when that customer pulls up and he has a real nice car and the car is already clean and he's spending top dollar with you, then you go above and beyond. And if he's meticulous, you're meticulous, then you do your thing. But when you got somebody pulling up and they just want to wash, they just want the car clean the car, give them that car back, and get your money and get on out of there. Matter of fact, I did a car Tuesday. Ashton helped me with it. I did a GMC Arcadia. Now, the carpets in the car wasn't bad. He had a few stains, but his floor mats were horrible. I was like, yo, for 15 bucks, I'll shampoo your floor mats. And you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna spray some super clean on it, drill brush it, pressure wash it, and hang them things up to dry. And he was like, nah, he wanted the bare minimum. He picked the lowest package. He didn't get any upgrades. So guess what I did? I gave him what he paid for. He was happy. I got my money. I was happy. I was out of there. Man. So that's the thing, man. Don't if that's what you want to do, and see, let me explain it to you. Let me tell you this way too. You start your business because you want to do it your way. So if you want to be the person that's all about quality, you can be that person that's all about quality. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to, you're going to have to find that market, and you're going to have to build it up to that point. Now, it's going to take you some time to get there. I don't know how far along you are in your business and how you're advertising, but it's going to take you a while to get to that point. So when you get to that point, then you can do good quality work all the time. But the masses, the majority of the people, everything is going to be mostly price driven. Now you have those people that have lease vehicles, that the lease vehicles have to go back, and they don't want to spend all these fees. So they would gladly give you $200, $300 to fix the car, so when they turn it in, they don't get all those added on fees at the end. So they'll spend that type of money because they're desperate. You'll have those people every now and again, or you have people that, look, I need it done. How much is it? Okay, here's your money. You got those type of people, but for the most part, you're gonna have a lot of people. It's price driven. How much is that? Okay, what do I get for that? How much is that? Okay, all right, let me get that. They may not pick the highest, they may not pick the lowest, they'll pick in between. Then you got some people that'll pick the lowest. So give them what they ask for and get on out of there. Don't waste your time trying to remove this stain and do this, because if that's what they pick and you do that, they're not going to appreciate it, and you can't get mad because they didn't ask you to do it. And if they don't give you a tip, you can't get mad. They didn't ask you to do it. Oh, thanks, but I didn't ask for that. Some of them would be afraid that, oh, you're going to charge me more because I didn't ask for that. And I used to do that. Just like at that group wash, I used to do that. Y'all hold on for a second. Let me get my charger. Yeah, you treat everybody good. That's right. You treat everybody good. And that's the thing. It's just certain things like, you got to be creative, and you have to, this is a thinking game. It's a lot of thinking that goes on in business. And collect data, listen to what people say. Like I can tell by the way somebody, which goes into the topic of this whole video, is talking with potential customers. Like I can tell by most of the time, like I'm not always right, but most of the time I'm right. I can tell about how somebody approaches me, what type of person they are, what type of customer they are, just because of dealing with so many people. When somebody pulls up and say how much, the only way that I can be wrong on this is if some people may be asking how much because they only got this amount of money. They only got cash in their pocket, and they may need to go to the ATM to get more. So they want to know how much. So, do I have to run to go to the ATM? It's gonna take me. I'm gonna have to drive over here. I'm gonna have to do this. It's gonna be too much. You know what? I'll just catch you next time. It could be that, but that's gonna be rare. Okay. If somebody's price driven, then that means they have a budget. That means that there's a certain amount that they're not going to go over, which means that they have a price in their head. So, and I always update my strategies with talking with potential customers. Sometimes, let's say somebody pull up and say, well, how much? And you say, for this vehicle, you'll be like, okay. And so you look at the vehicle. So now you got a price in your head. So when I look at the vehicle, okay, my lowest price for that vehicle is $65. That's a maintenance detail, white, wash, wipe, and vac. Okay, so immediately, I don't waste no time. I'm not finna go through my packages with this person. I used to do that. I used to go through my packages and you end up talking so much and they're not really listening to what you're saying because they're ignoring everything you're saying. They're only listening to what they want to hear. So what you have to do is when they pull up in the vehicle and they say how much, because usually you're already working on another car, they see you, they stop, yo, how much? And I already have my cards on it. So before we even talk, I hand them a card. And I'll say, for this vehicle, like what would you want done to it? That I asked them that from the door. So when they say, I just want it washed and vacuum on the inside, okay, ma'am, that's my maintenance detail package. It comes full wipe down of everything in the interior, cup holders, door jambs, a vac, tire shine, blah, blah, blah. I go through the whole spiel and I tell them. And they be like, okay, and that's it, And sometimes they'll go for it. Sometimes it'll be too much for them, but that's it. But I've actually turned customers off by talking too much, by saying, yeah, I got a full detail package. The full detail comes with this. Then I got that, and it comes with this, and blah, and be doing all that talking, and they ain't heard nothing I say. All they hearing is clay, wax, polishing, 2-step, 1-step. They be like, what the hell is he talking about? And they be like, all right, man, whatever. What is he talking about? And they go about their business. But what I do is just to cut all the talking and just get all that stuff out the way. Man, what do you want done to your vehicle? What do you need done? Do you need any shampooing, waxing, polishing? Like, what's going on? What do you need? And, most of them will say, hey, yo, yeah, I need some waxing. I need this and that. I said, okay, if you need some waxing, okay, I have 2 packages. I got a full detail. It costs this. I got a wash and wax package. It costs that. Or I got a maintenance detail, add wax, costs that. And I tell them that. And then they'll say, okay, what does the full detail include? And then I'll run down the list. So now you're eliminating all that extra talking and getting right to the meat of what they want to hear. And that's how you do it that way. You don't want to sit there and talk yourself out of detail. I've done that before. Matter of fact, yesterday while I was working, I was actually doing a lawn, and it was the detail that I did this morning. Lady called me and she found me on Facebook. She said, yo, I see your videos all the time. And I tell you guys, keep uploading videos to your Facebook business page. Keep doing it. Before, after, keep your stuff out there. But she texted me. She said, hey, my name is such and such. I need a detail. I was want to see if we get a price on the detail, this, that. So I text her back. And she didn't text back. So I said, you know what? Let me call her. I called her. And she said, yeah, I was just about to text. I said, yeah, I said, I'd rather us talk instead of us going back and forth with text. It'd be too much to type. See, you don't want to do that because if it's too much to type, you may do the short version or may leave something out that can kill the deal. So, so what I did was I just cut straight to the point. I said, man, what would you like done to the vehicle? And it's dirty on the inside, and we need some waxing and all the black trim. We want that to be dressed and this and this and that. And I said, well, it sounds like that's my full detail package. She said, full detail package. I said, yeah. She said, well, how much is that and what does it include? I said, ma'am, that's $200. It's going to include an engine wipe down. The engine gets dressed. It gets washed, clayed, and waxed. What's clay? Well, clay removes the contaminants that washing can't do alone. Okay. Then I go on the interior, wipe everything down, steam, shampoo, everything in the interior gets dressed, tire shine, blah, 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 air freshener, yada, yada, yada. Okay, we're gonna go with that one. You see? Like, don't, ask them what they need and then match their needs to your package and just cut out the middleman. And then you can upsell. Once they say, okay, once they schedule the appointment. And when they schedule the appointment, stop everything right there, stop that talking and get the address, get more information about the vehicle and book an appointment. As soon as they say, okay, I want to go with that. The next step, stop talking, stop running your mouth. The next step is, okay, when do you want it done? I got availability tomorrow. See, be like I told y'all, like be confident and you run it. You run the show. That's the next thing. Once they say, okay, we want to go with that, okay, when are you available? I'm available tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm available tomorrow at 7 a.m. Oh, that'd be great. Good. Boom, boom. Man, and then write everything down, get their information, write everything down. Then after you write everything down, tell them to even though you wrote the address and wrote everything down, have them to text it to you. That way, if you lose the paper that you wrote it down on or you forget, you have it in your phone. And boom, that's it. Get the hell off the phone. Stop talking. You see? And that's what I used to do. I would mess it up, say too much, not say enough, and I practice. Trust me, I practice. Like I'll be laying in my bed and I'll practice. I'll talk to myself and think I'm crazy. But yeah, what you want to do is, and also what you want to do is you want to memorize your packages. Memorize your packages. So when you talk with customers, you sound like you know what you're talking about. You don't want to be stumbling and fumbling and stuttering and everything. And then it's gonna make you look like you don't know what you're doing. And people they can read you. They can read you on that. What's going on, People's Choice LLC? I see you. Shouts out to the New Wave. Yo, for you guys just coming in, if you're not a member of the New Wave Face Group by ANA, go and join today. Go send an invite. Not an invite. Go ahead and request to join the group. And as soon as I get off the live, everybody that was requested to join the group, I will approve it. On this platform, I'm gonna have you guys, I want you guys to be showing off your work, asking questions, answering questions, promoting your pages. We're no advertising on the page and everything, but you can promote your page and stuff like that. And what's going on with the boss? I see you. So if you haven't joined, go ahead and join now. Do you put your prices on your flyer or business cards? Yeah, I put my prices on there, but I put starting prices. I'll make sure I put starts at this price. And I also let them know that you also got to put in there that uh, there will be a charge for dirty, the extra debris, clutter. It be an extra charge. Pet hair charge. If you have it, it will be an extra charge. So you make sure you put that in there, and people understand because people that got dogs, they already know because they tried to vacuum up themselves. It wouldn't come up. The car looks a mess. That's why they call you. You know. My $65 package, if I'm not filming, it takes me probably about. It probably takes me about an hour and 30 minutes if I'm not filming. And it depends on the size of the vehicle. The $65 package is for a car. So a car, maintenance detail, 65 bucks. Uh, Takes me about an hour and a half. Sometimes not even that. Sometimes not even an hour and a half, but something like that. Because trust me, I get in there, I got my air gun, I'm blasting everything out of my air gun, I'm drill brushing the carpets, spraying APC everywhere, wiping everything down, drying everything off. No interior dressing, no wax, no clean, no nothing. It's really a car wash. It's really just it's like a detailed car wash, a detailed car wash where everything gets wiped down. That's it. No. Well, I don't do a lot of ceramic coating, so I have to have. I actually got a video, but I didn't. It wasn't a video on how to apply ceramic coating, but I have a video where I did a coating on one vehicle on a Ford Raptor. I forgot the title of it. It's probably ceramic coating. Just type in A&A ceramic coating, or I think it's C quartz or something like that. But I have to have a vehicle to ceramic coat to do a video on it. So, but I do have a client that wants me to do hers, so I might do it if I have the time. Yes, I charge extra for bigger cars. Yes, it was spray ceramic. No, this was maybe about 2 years ago. I did a ceramic coating on a Ford Raptor. This is 2 years ago. So if you just type in A&A C quartz, and it should pop up. But I do charge extra for bigger cars and SUVs and all that. Like, if you want to know my pricing, go to www.aaprofessionalservices.com. www.aaprofessionalservices.com. That's where my prices. You can see what I charge. A full detail. I'm gonna let you figure out that drill brush on your own, Kurt. That's not hard to find. But how long for a full detail on average? Maybe on average about 4 hours on average. I have done it sooner, and it has taken me longer. But 4 hours average. I've done it as quick as 3 and as long as 5. What's going on, Mike Buffenshine? What's up? Good. It's nothing wrong with that, man. You got to go up, man, because like, man, people try to make it seem that you'll have some people that try to make it seem that like car washing is something that should be cheap and man, it's no different than a maid, than a housemaid. Like, man, them maids that come clean them houses, man, they be getting, for like a house my size, they're getting paid like maybe 125, 130 bucks or more. And I mean, when I see them go in them houses, they be in and out. And it's no different from us. Your car is an extension of your home. So, I mean, why can't we get prices like that? There's nothing wrong with going up in your price. Like, I recommend that every 6 to 8 months, you should go up at least $5 to $10 on your prices, at least. And you should keep going up because inflation, you got to keep up with inflation, and you got to understand all this equipment that we buying. You're using this stuff every day. It's going to break. It's going to stop working. Your pressure washer, one day you're going to pull it, the string is going to come out. One day you're going to pull it, it's not going to start. Your pump is going to go out. Your air compressor is going to go out. The little air gun is going to stop working. You have to replace it. Your little short spray, spray gun, for your pressure washer, it's going to stop working. It's going to start acting up, and that stuff costs, man. And you got to get that stuff ASAP. So you need to charge accordingly so you can have that money on standby when you have to fix stuff. Not only that, your vehicle's gonna break down. You need to change your brakes. Rotors go bad, tires, suspension. It's oil changes, gas. It's just so much going into it. So you don't wanna get out there and I'm gonna tell you guys shouldn't be doing nothing for $25. You should be doing nothing for $30. Nothing. You shouldn't be doing nothing for that price at all. I don't care where you live. You shouldn't be, if you're a grown man, you shouldn't be doing anything for less. Your prices should start at least 45 and up. It should be nothing. And when I say $40, that's for outside wash only. And in some places, that's still cheap. So you shouldn't be I know that when I started at $20 and this and that, but I had a goal. I mean, but there's no reason that, but see, back then I didn't know any better. And there's no reason that you can't start at 40 or 50 bucks for maintenance on a car. There's no reason you can't start there. You shouldn't go in there and say, hey, I'm going to start at 25 and build my way up. No, go ahead and start at 50 and build your way up. Because trust me, after you finish that car, if you just starting out, you ain't got enough money to buy gallons and drums and stuff like that. You're going to be going to AutoZone and Walmart and Dollar General and whatever other place you can buy chemicals from. And you're going to be buying this and buying that. And you're going to see, okay, I made $100, but I got to spend 30 on chemicals. Like, you're going to start saying, and then you're going to start raising your prices. You're going to start raising your prices. And the thing is that I just told myself, like, another thing you guys need to understand too. You know how they'll say, if you build it, they will come. There is always someone that can afford your prices. There's always someone that can afford your prices. Don't forget that. Like the example that I use all the time is Bugatti. They make Bugattis. That's like a $1.5, $1.8 million car, or it's probably more than that. But why would someone make $1 million car? Because someone can afford it. So don't think, if you're not catering to the demographic that you want, you need to go search for the demographic that can pay your prices. That's what you're gonna want to do. Because trust me, it's hard work, man. It's hard work out there. You don't want to get out there. You don't want to get out there and be busting your ass, and then they hand you $20 because everybody's not gonna tip you. Trust me. And so, like, I don't get mad when people don't tip me because my prices already has the tip in it. So if you don't tip me, oh well, I'm good. Yeah, it takes time. Exactly, it takes time, but they will come eventually. They just got to. They just got to. They just got to. They just got to know that you're out there. They just got to know you out there, man. So don't sell yourself like that, man. And then I know I think I told y'all this last time. Right. I was telling you about this on my last live. I had a lady that would call me, and she would. I remember one time she called me and she said she wanted the outside washed only. She had an Audi. I'm like, okay, so I show up, I do it, and I was like, well, for that car I charge. I said for that I think I charge her 35. I think I charged her 35. Yeah, it was 35. So I was like, for this car, I charge 70, so I just do half of that, and I told her 35. I don't know why I did that, but I charged her 35. So I washed the car, and then she was like, "Yeah, all of my wheel wells they get all dirty and this and this and that." And I wasn't worried about that because I got the acid. You hit it with the acid, it gets all in there. It just, you hit it, it comes clean just like that. And so I wasn't even worried about that. But then she was like, then when I got done with the video, did you get my door jams? Did you get this? You get that? And I'm thinking to myself, now hold on, man, you ain't paying but $35. You're being like you're acting like you spending top dollar with all this, with all these demands, So then she says, yeah, she gives me the money, and then she go, yeah, next time I'm gonna give you a tip. Now, I've heard somebody has said that to me before. The first time somebody told me that next time I give you a tip, you know what it made, you know what I felt? This is how I felt. I felt like they know that the price is cheap and they feel like they getting over. They know they getting over. So what they're trying to do is they trying to calm you down to make you feel like they're not getting over on you. And so like, yeah, next time I'm gonna give you a tip. So, which I don't expect a tip while I'm working. If I get a tip, I'm happy. If I don't, okay, cool. So so then she calls me again. So I go back out there, I do the car again for the same price. Outside only. And I'm telling her, yo, you can get this done to your vehicle, you can get that. Your vehicle needs to be clayed. I told you your vehicle needs to be clayed because it was like real rough to the touch. So I'm like, it needs to be clayed and it needs to, some wax and this and this and that. And I'm giving her the price. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she asked me, so when you gonna run another special? I said, man, I hadn't run a special since 2015. Like, yeah, I hadn't run a special since maybe 2015. I said, I don't run specials anymore. She's like, oh. So like, just listen to them. That's why I say you got to know how to talk to them. Don't be rude. Don't get mad. Just listen to what they're saying. They're telling you in so many words what type of person they are when it comes to dealing with your business. So I'm like, okay. So, I leave, I go about my business or whatever. Then I go up on my prices. And then I added an outside only wash package to my prices. Nobody ever picks it. And I don't care. I'm glad they don't pick it because I don't want to go nowhere and do no outside wash anyway. But if I do, I'm gonna make it worth my while. So she goes, so she calls me again and she texts me. So she texts me, I politely text her back. She said, yeah, are you available today to do an outside wash only on my, Audi? And I'm like, oh, sure, I can gladly do that, but I have to let you know my prices has gone up. It's gone up from 35. It's now 50. So when are you available? I knew she was gonna say, "Oh, she typed me. This is what this is what she typed me." She said, "Oh no." She said, "Oh no." She said, "Oh no, that's not in my budget for that." I'm like, "Okay, I understand," and that's it. I'm not mad because that particular day I ended up doing a full detail and an outside wash at another location, so I didn't care. You know, and hit up people with fancy cars. No, it's not really hitting up people with fancy cars. Um, it's not so much as that. I mean, that's a good way. That's a good sign of somebody that may can afford it. But I've seen the people in fancy cars that will not pay that money. Like I'm telling you, this lady drives an Audi, and she don't want to pay for nothing but an outside wash. So and she only wants to pay $20, $30. She doesn't want to pay anything over that. And I don't even think she wanted to pay 30, 35. I didn't think she wanted to pay that. So it's not so much as finding somebody with fancy cars. It's it's more of just getting into that network of people that got real money, basically. Like Sporties. Like Sporties isn't a good network. And most of his customers know each other. He's been recommended by this person. He's in this neighborhood. He's in that neighborhood, and these people, like after we got through detailing cars, we talked with some of the customers, and these guys got all types of jobs, all types of crazy jobs where they making six figures when the wife and the husband making six figures, $1 million homes, 500, 600, $700,000 homes. Like that's the area you want to be. But these people don't drive fancy cars. They got Nissan Armadas, Subarus, Hondas. They got regular basic cars. But you go to their house and their house is, they house rich, but you know, they don't really care about the cars. They don't really care about the cars like that. You see what I'm saying? So just because somebody has a fancy car, it doesn't mean that they got money. Because some people can be paying a $600 note and they live at home with their mom and they just got a nice car. That don't mean that they're not going to give you $200 for no detail because they need that $200 for the $800,000 car note they got. Right. So you got to know how to talk to them. If you're in a bad situation, or if you got one that's being unpleasant, that's being rude, you still got to know how to contain yourself and know how to talk to them. And I've been around people that have real bad attitudes, and I have to hold my tongue and not not go crazy. And I'll just if I have to leave, I have to stop the appointment and leave and just say I can no longer do your vehicle. I can no longer do your vehicle. Maybe next time, you have a nice day, and I'll leave. You just got to know how to know how to read your customers as well. Uh, I had one. I think I told you about this, but I had one that she was making a lot of like side comments, like even over the phone when she called me. She was like, "Yeah, I need a detail. I just need the inside done." I'm giving her prices, and she says, and I said, "What year is it?" And then she goes, "They're all the." She was like, "They all the same size." I'm like, "Man, what year is the vehicle?" I get there. Uh, just constantly making side comments to my questions and stuff like that. And then something just told me just like, you know what, you shouldn't do this car. And when that happened, I just said, you know what, ma'am, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'll talk to you guys. So I'm not gonna do it. You just gonna have to find you somebody else. I'm sorry. And I went on about my business, walk away. Yep, walk away and be nice. Let her, let her keep that energy. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that get into you and then you start acting like, don't let her energy transfer into yours. But yeah, learn how to talk to your customers. And I mean that can be the difference between a good tip, the difference between upselling something just by communicating, knowing what you're talking about, uh, and knowing the right questions to ask your customers. Especially over the phone because a lot of this stuff is going to be over the phone. They're going to call you up. They're going to find your information online. They're going to call you up. You got to know the right question to ask. Is there any pet hair in the vehicle? Man, please remove, you know, all items that you don't want to get wet or destroyed. Move clutter, clean, move things out of the vehicle. Whatever you want to be clean, like your glove box or your consoles, remove all items out of there and leave them open. If your glove box and your console is closed, I'm not gonna open it to clean it. Stuff like that. If you want your trunk done, clear out your trunk. Things like that. Do you have any pet hair in the vehicle? Do you have any? Is it how dirty is it in the vehicle? You know, matter of fact, I had one that called me the other day. She said, "Oh, it's nasty in there," and I told her, "Okay." So I gave her my starting price, and when I did that, I said, "Hey, go ahead and one mistake that I did. Well, I wouldn't even say it's a mistake, but I I didn't get her information, but I did schedule an appointment. I didn't get her information, and I told her to text me her information. She never texted me the information. Uh, but again, if somebody tells you their car is nasty and you give them a price, and my prices are not ridiculously high, and you give her a price and they don't call you back, like I wonder what she wants somebody to do that for. If she said it's nasty, like if it's nasty, I give you a price, but I gave her a starting price. So I don't know. I guess I scared her away, but and the thing about it is, when you talking with these customers, you have to have an abundance mindset. You got to have an abundance mindset, which means that you know that tomorrow you're going to get a phone call. After you get off the phone with her, you might get a phone call. And that's how I look at it. Like and matter of fact, I was supposed to do her car today. I was supposed to do her car today at 9 a.m. She never texted me and gave me her information. She said, "Yeah, as soon as I get to my car, I'm gonna send you some pictures of the car, and I'm gonna text you my information." She never did do it, so I didn't worry about it. But guess what? Yesterday, while I was working on somebody's yard, I got a full detail today, $200 plus the guy gave me a $30 tip on top of my price. You see what I'm saying? So just, me, the way I look at it is I try not to just, I don't, and then the thing about it is you don't want to seem desperate. You don't want to, you don't want to seem like you need the money so bad. Like, so what's wrong? Why you don't want, oh, that's too much. Okay, I'll go down. Okay, I'll take the engine off. I'll do it for 180. Oh no, 180 is too much. Okay, I'll do it for 160. No, you don't want to do that. Give them your price. They don't want to do it. Okay. All right, ma'am, I understand. That's what I say. That's my thing. I understand. And I move forward. I move forward because your phone's going to ring again, and that person is going to accept that price. You know? Right, look at Angel, you laughing, huh? That's how I be, man. What's going on, Tolies? All right, yep. As always, Tolly's always working. Sporties make video, yeah. Nah, man, Sport. I talked to Sporties yesterday, man. Sporty's working. Sporty's working, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something about those videos, man. And Tolly's probably can agree with this too, man. Those videos are not easy to do. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to film it, and it's a lot of work to edit it. And because I do that sometimes, I go a few weeks. They take time, yeah. I'll go a few weeks. I'll go a month without making a video. I've been making a lot of videos lately, but everything's starting to pick up. So my videos might slow down, but I'm going to try to stick to 2 a week. So I may throw a live in there. I may throw a video in there. But I got like 5 or 6 videos that I can edit right now. Like, matter of fact, I'm working on one right now. I'm working on one right now. I just, brought everything down to my software, to my computer, downloaded everything. And here it is right there. So I'm working on that right now. And I actually want to release this. This is the one with the 3 full details. And I really want to release this one. I wanted to release this one. What day was that? Yesterday. But my phone been ringing, man, and I'm not turning nothing down. Somebody called me up and say, hey, I want a full detail on a Nissan Titan. I'm going to go get it. So I'm not gonna turn anything down. I'm gonna go out there and get what I can get. But y'all can see give y'all like a little sneak peek at some clips. And see, the thing is if I'm not just because you don't see the videos don't mean I'm not working. And there's no way I can film my whole day. I can't do it. I'm that busy. I'm that busy to where I can hire a film crew to follow me around. I don't have the money for that, but but I'm busy enough for a film crew to follow me. So they can get a lot of footage on my day to day. I do a lot. So sometimes you got so much going on that, someone like a Sporty, he'll just stop making videos for a while. But Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. No, he's recording. He's just not editing. But he's definitely recording stuff. So like when he comes back, he'll have so much footage. I mean, he's probably got footage from last year that he hadn't even edited yet. So he got something. He got something in the can. He can put together and throw out. Like we always gonna record something because I've recorded a lot of stuff that I may not even use. I got footage of cars and stuff, all types of stuff that I didn't even use. So appreciate you stopping by, Tollies. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Get ready to go to bed. I gotta get up early in the morning. I gotta go to dump. I gotta go to the dump and dump all these rose bushes that I cut down today. Right. Yeah. Let's see. Looking for my flow. Yeah, but hold on. I'm gonna see. I was trying to see if I can. Oh, it's too dark out there. Yeah, I was trying to show y'all my trailer with all the rose bushes on it, but got my fingers all in the way. It's too dark out there. I don't feel like turning all the lights on. But I catch you guys later. Oh, the talking about with the electric company, the contract with the electric company. I was there. I was there yesterday. I was there yesterday, and I was there last Friday. It's going good. Now, what's going on now is that what's going on now is the workers are calling me and paying me out of their pocket to get their vehicles done. Because see, here's how their contract. This how it is. It's an electric company like like when they have those big bucket trucks where they go fix on the power lines and all that. It's like one of those type of electric companies. They got 18 wheelers, like any type of equipment, vehicle, whatever, they got it. And they got guys that ride around in those F-150s. And when when someone quits or get fires or whatever, resigns or whatever, they clean their vehicle out to get it ready for the new person coming in. So when they have that new person in, they want to give them a good impression, give them a clean vehicle. So the company will call me for that. Now, the employees that are existing employees, they are responsible for keeping their own vehicles clean. That's why they have the wash station out there that I showed you. That's why they have that set up for the employees to clean their own vehicles. But they're only going to do is like vacuum the floors, spray the mud off their car. They're not going to get out there and just wash it. They're just going to spray the mud off of it, vacuum it and go on about their business. And some of them not even vacuum because they got the WeatherTech mats. They just take the mats, flip them over, may shoot a little water on, throw them back in. And so they're not scrubbing them and doing all that. So they'll just do that a few times, and then every now and again they'll just call me and hit me up. The boss came out there. No, the boss sent someone out there to talk to me about doing the tank, by polishing their wheels on those 18-wheelers. The gas tanks and all that type of stuff. So talked to me about that, and I gave him a price and everything. And he said he'll be calling me after all the rain passes to do some of the trucks. So I'm down for that. So it looks like it's gonna turn out good and then you got employees that don't drive the trucks. They drive their own personal vehicles to work. They may work in the office. Like the office employees, they call me up and I come do their cars too. So I've been out there since I made that video, because I made 2 videos going up there. So since that video, I've probably been up there about 4 or 5 times, maybe a little more than that. So it's been going good. I have a business line. Yeah, I do have a business phone that, and you want to have if you can afford it, you want to have a business line. So when your hours are done, you can cut your phone off. So people won't be calling you when you don't want them to call you. It's good to have a business phone. That way, I like it. I like to keep things separate. But all right, guys, I'm about to get out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully I can have this video up before the weekend. Give y'all something to look at. Again, go and join my New Wave group on Facebook. It's called New Wave by ANA. Just go to Facebook, go to the search engine, type in New Wave by ANA. You're going to see the official New Wave logo. You're going to see that. And then within the logo, you're going to see ANA right up in there. So it's because there's other new waves out there. So you will know that this is our new wave, and you go join it. Just request to join, and I'm going to accept you. We just going to rock out. I want to see you guys putting up your work, showing off your work, giving out information, asking questions, just have fun with it. All right, so catch you guys in the future. Shouts out to the New Wave. Peace.